Right.
Ah,
Do you remember? Are you back in the zone?
I recall.
We've got a whole
we're
extra
under,
floor to explore.
We're under. Did we already do this room?
We did this room. It was the German.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, that's a really big rodent to be wandering around.
That's like a ferret, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
do you think it could be the Greek lady's ferret?
Yeah, Olympia's.
Is that her name, Olympia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Miklos.
Yeah, this was the security guard's office, and it had like a machine gun pointed right at us for killing mice.
I don't need this notepad anymore. I just remember people's names in this game now.
I would keep the notepad just in case some relevant information.
Yeah.
Don't throw the notepad.
I'm not going to throw the...
Just set
Where
fire
do you imagine
to
I'm going to put it? I don't need this anymore.
Well, adventure game logic.
That's, Yeah, but I'm not an adventure game protagonist.
Aren't you any? I think in real life now, all your problems are solved using this system.
This system?
Yeah. Pointlessly talking to people and combining things. I don't think we need to go back in there. I do wonder if we need to utilise that mousetrap for something. Just seeing that ferret made me wonder if we could somehow entice the ferret into the room to pick up the cheese to get shot, to get machine gunned to death.
Shot to get machine gunned to death. All right. That seems quite extreme.
Yeah, but then that sets off some animosity. But I don't want the dead ferret. I want to enrage Olympia.
Why?
Well, just to cause some mischief.
That's a pretty light reason to want to kill a ferret.
Just get some people engaging with one another.
I needed to rile up some animosity in the group, so I decided to kill one of their pets.
Well, exactly. Nothing does that quicker than killing a ferret in front of a few people. It's an icebreaker.
I think we should just go through this room.
Oh, you don't want to stay in here and talk about the ferret murder?
No,
right,
I'm done with the ferret murder.
Oh, how about this room then?
That's
Would you like to stay in this room?
No, not really. Is that like a really low rumbling? Is that the in-game music?
Yes.
Okay.
According to the volume bars on OBS. Yes. So something's happening. What is happening here?
It's very uncomfortable.
These creatures are just floating.
So maybe it's like a weird, like, strangely industrial version of like when they pickle creatures.
For the purposes of stuffing them, do you think?
Yeah, I think it's just to preserve them, isn't it?
I don't know. What are they doing with them?
It's not actually pickling. It's just the first thing that came to mind when you see them in this.
This is for the next soiree.
But
would you like some pickled whatever the hell that is?
I don't remember if it's the History Museum or whichever museum it is in London. They do have like the jars of snakes. And
Natural History Museum has lots of stuffed animals. I don't know if out of hours they stuff them in tanks of brine.
You see nothing new here. That's not.
You sure?
Upon close
what did that change?
That's not the sort of.
Oh, it's just random.
That 5. A large, hairy creature with at least one huge claw is floating in the murky liquid of the vat.
At least one claw.
At least one. We're not certain.
No, can't count them, but we know there's one.
That's 10. Is that a unicorn floating in the murky liquid? Can't be. Unicorns are mythical creatures. Vat 8. A thick body with 2 long bird-like legs and a long neck ending in a small head floats in the vat.
I feel like I should, but some of these look empty, and also I'm kind of keen to finish this game.
What's this on the far left with the blue dots?
VAT 14. There's a vaguely humanoid shape floating in the murky liquid. After staring through the glass for a while, you see what appears to be white hair, or perhaps it's a large jellyfish.
You don't think it's,
I was just wondering if someone got murdered.
Yeah, another person. Where did we get that from?
What the hell is this?
Wielding your skimming net with authority,
What's skimming?
you probe around in the vat, completely ignoring the corpse of a king who keeps getting in the way of your search.
What are we doing?
Boy, the alcohol fumes sure are strong in here.
Oh. Is this a bad place to hang around?
The oily liquid has a strong... The drain grate has rust on it.
Which way did we come in from? This way?
This way, yeah.
Let's have a look round. Sure enough.
Something I can do for you, Miss Bow?
Not what are you doing down here? How did you get past our extremely secure secret passage?
Why do we even have a passage to the basement?
It's really weird because it's just like regular staff offices, but in order to get down there, someone has to literally yank back the head of the thinker, which is an exhibit that people in theory would be looking at.
Yeah. No staff can be on the staff floor while the museum is open.
Yeah.
Mr. Leach, can you let me out of this museum? I don't like it in here.
We just leave
People
it.
keep dying.
Sorry, Miss Bow. I seem to have lost my door keys.
Oh, I find that very disturbing.
Me too. I can't even let myself out of the building. We're all staying here until I find those keys.
Or we're dead.
I'm sorry, Miss Bow, but I'm kind of busy right now. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm not allowed to look.
I've got work to do.
I'm not allowed to look.
Surely the priority is finding your keys.
He's busy.
We're busy not finding his keys.
Actually, I've never met the gent.
Actually...
If that fella were any more full of himself, he'd rise up and float away like a hot air balloon.
Dead,
the way he carries on,
yes.
I think he discovered Atlantis.
He's currently in a suit of armour. Maybe he doesn't know.
Well, I don't see the gent too often. We working class folks don't see the big guys too often, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Oh, I guess he's an okay fella. For a cop. I do wish he'd stop leaving those grape stems all over the place, though.
Got a big grape habit.
He's way into his grapes.
Can't help himself.
Isn't that one of those fancy French pastries? I've never met the fellow. I don't know your daddy, Miss Bow, but I'm sure he's a good fella.
Why are you so sure?
Now there's a Weasley little
Because
fella.
it'd be impolite to say he sounds like an asshole.
That's a
Seems like a
dangerous way to make
twat.
a living. He's a quiet little fella. I think he does some accounting for the museum. Seems nice enough. Oh, he seems like a nice enough fella. I don't know him too well.
No reason you should, really. He's wandering around here, apparently, but we've not seen him the entire time. Unless he just left before the murder.
The Countess is a quite colorful old dame, isn't she? I can't help liking her.
He's got a little snippet on everyone.
That fella gives me the willies. He's always hanging around, looking over my shoulder with those suspicious eyeballs of his. Also, to tell you the ugly truth, I just haven't trusted the Germans since the war. That Kaiser guy was a real high hat.
You fought in the Great War, Mr. Leach?
Hitler?
Yes, I did, Miss Bow.
This
I
would have
came
been
back with
before,
a plate in
right?
my head and a chest full of medals, and then I couldn't get a job to save my soul.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
If they're calling
to
it the
hear
Great
that.
War,
Yeah,
surely
the Great Wars.
that's
Oh,
the
don't
first
let it
World
bother you,
War.
Miss Bo. I'm just
World War
jawing.
One.
I'm doing
Kaiser
fine.
Wilhelm? Hmm.
We done with people?
I don't think so.
No.
Miss Delacroix is a wonderful lady, Miss Bo. A delight to work for.
Loads of perks. Right. Dr. Tut.
Well, he's an intense sort of a gent. He's all bent out of shape about this dagger business, and he hangs around Dr. Carter a lot. He looks ready to blow a blood vessel to me.
He's still alive, right? That we know.
Yeah, that we know of.
Why, that's me, Miss Bo. Ernie Leach. I thought you reporters were supposed to have good memories.
It's so weird that everyone answers that as if we're asking, do you know
Do you know this fella?
Ernie
Yeah.
Leach?
No, I can't say I...
Like, there's no other way to ask someone about themselves. Alright.
That's a pretty good paper you work for, Miss Bo. I read through it every morning at breakfast. Our local cops are okay, I guess. They never give me too much of a hard time. I've heard there are some bad apples on the force, though. At least it isn't as bad as Chicago.
Ooh-wee.
Shade.
I don't go to a laundry, Miss Bo. I wash my own clothes. It saves a few pennies. I'm not fond of the docks myself, Miss Bo. I did a short stint over there a couple of years back. I got treated like a dog and nearly got squashed flat by a huge crate of oranges one time. No, thank you.
Okay.
At first, I wasn't sure I'd like it here in this big spooky old place. But it was so peaceful at night, and there's so many interesting things everywhere. I really
sleep
enjoy
here?
it now.
Guess so.
He never leaves.
Do you like New York City?
He's always
Mr.
lost his
Leach?
keys.
New York's my home, Miss Bo. I was born and raised here, and it's in my blood. Sometimes I think I'd like to go somewhere else, where life is a little slower. But to tell you the truth, I don't think I could ever really leave.
Again, lost keys.
Yeah.
I can't leave. Oh, I want to leave so
Well,
bad.
A lot of people think those places are the cat's pajamas. I used to go to them a lot, right after I got back from the war. I don't so much anymore.
Right.
Miss Bo, I've got a lot of problems right now. Please leave me alone.
Look, I've got a lot of issues. Oh,
Getting forced out.
yeah, with a shrug. He's got a lot of issues to deal with. Could his keys be in one of these vats? What's that?
The label reads, guaranteed to ward off poisonous snakes or your money back.
Oh, that seems useful.
You
Yoink.
pick it up and
When we need snakes.
you find plenty of scratches, dents, and gouges, but nothing unusual for a steamer trunk.
Hello.
Daisy will furiously flash across the floor on fleet ferret feet if you try to catch her. This trunk, Daisy will
What's she
Can't
up?
try.
What's she up to?
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a mammalogy lab? Well, now you know how it feels.
What?
What?
Your most thorough scrutiny reveals only some dust on the lens of the magnifying glass.
Huh. Okay.
Let's try this
This big thing.
thing.
These looks
Yeah,
like they
let's
might
go.
contain
The surface of
corpses.
the meat locker is none
Ah.
too clean, with a few... Aside... Don't touch it. Don't touch...
What do you mean don't okay, touch this one though.
Aside from the... Aside from...
Can
Aside-
is there a way
aside-
to look in
aside-
here?
Aside
Probably eye it.
the sur...
Oh.
It's a cold
Oh, it really is a meat locker.
You pick it up.
Ferret might like that.
Of course you do.
Maybe place it over the cheese.
Ugh.
Meat and cheese.
The cabinet is empty.
I can't open this. Is any of this of interest?
You examine the tools closely for such giveaways as bone.
I keep thinking that that's
There's
the
an odd
look
assortment
cursor.
of tools hung on the wall. Some of the more hideous-looking implements are probably used
Well,
for
the
the
problem is you need
practice
to use
of
both
taxidermy.
as a look cursor.
None of
Yeah.
So it's understandable why you would.
There's an array of lab equipment scattered around the top of the table.
I also keep accidentally skipping stuff we haven't heard because I'm getting bored of listening to this woman speak.
I understand. I get it.
It's
The
not
word
good,
hippo
though.
has been stenciled on this crate's label, but somehow you find it difficult to believe that there's a whole hippo in this box.
Maybe it's half a hippo. Does this one say potamus?
The word gorilla has been stenciled across the label of this large crate. Somebody's crossed out gorilla and scrawled Sasquatch underneath. Curator humor. The word wildebeest is stenciled on the crate's label. You're not quite curious enough to open up the crate and see what a wildebeest looks like.
It's not that small.
An empty canister stands in the corner.
Let's see. It's too much skipping.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what we need to do here.
I do just want... So did I use... Yeah, so you can climb up all of these bad boys. And they've all got funny little sticks. I'm just wondering if there's a key in one of them.
Probing around in the vat with the net, you find nothing more than an ordinary dead unicorn, possibly left over from a King's Quest game.
It's
Boy,
literally...
the alcohol
Do you think there's going to
The
be some
specimen
sort of punishment for...
It's hard to tell.
I'm going to leave temporarily.
What, then save and then go back in?
Save and go back in. I believe it's session 6. Oh, where'd you
Fräulein
come
Ball.
from?
This laboratory is dangerous and verboten to the public.
Dangerous
You will
and
leave
verboten.
now. I will not warn you again.
I had to stick around for the warning. I don't think there's cheese on there anymore. You know why?
So, why?
Because there should be meat on it.
While this is an...
Oh,
While this...
I want to blow up the fridge.
It's unnecessary, but fair. Clearly.
I mean, I
the
don't
ferret
know
has
what
wronged
else.
you.
I don't know what else we could possibly do in this game. We've got a torch, haven't we? So maybe we go check out that secret passage.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, the other. Yeah, sorry, I need to be more specific. One of the one in here. Oh, there's a snake.
Seems pretty handled though.
Do you think having the torch is enough?
Hopefully.
Because I think it automatically.
Jeepers,
What?
Don't touch... Jeepers.
What did I do
Jeep-
now?
Jeepers. Don't touch...
Magnifying glass?
Jeepers.
Oh, I've got meat now instead of magnifying glass.
The skull. Well,
What is it like?
Jeepers.
What do you mean, no?
Jeepers, Laura.
What witnesses? And also, what are you talking about?
We've done this before.
Yeah. I don't see what
Don't
other option.
Don't... Jeepers.
Not in front of witnesses.
What does that mean though?
It's just someone's watching.
Yeah, but
So I
someone's here.
Yeah, but I can't use this because there's someone...
Jeepers.
Yeah, because it's telling me
That
don't
doesn't
do
make
it.
sense.
It's an
It's weird.
feels like an
So I'm not allowed to use this.
Why not?
I'm going to go back in again.
What did we do
Jeepers.
last time?
You decide that's probably not such a good idea. It's Barney, Olympia's pet cobra.
She's got quite a few animals running. Well, not running about.
I feel like we just pressed it last time and it worked.
We did, yeah. But for some reason I think it's acting as if we're not allowed right now.
This is the...
I don't know why.
You don't...
Maybe they're supposed to be. What did that say?
I don't know.
Oh, for
Read it.
God's sakes.
You hear only... You hear only... You hear only...
We've only
You
had like...
touch the intercom. You touch... When you press the button.
I don't
you
think
touch-
you can hear anything else
when
from
you
this.
press-
You think it was
you
just that bit?
When you press
I
the
think it
button.
was just the one,
touch-
yeah.
You touch...
Right.
This
Oh.
door is locked.
Oh! Oh, we're locked in again.
Oh, Dr. Smith, I appreciate your help so much.
Well, I don't particularly appreciate giving it. I have things to do, Miss Delacroix. Important things.
But surely you can spare the time to help me move my desk, no?
Oh, I suppose. Why do you want to move it anyway?
Oh, there is a terrible stain on the rug. I don't want it to show.
They better
We
have
don't
moved the
have to
desk
move
when
the
we go
desk
in
very
there.
far.
All right. Oh, it's heavy. Oh!
Oh, I am so sorry. Did you hurt yourself?
Yes. Oh no, I'm bleeding. You owe me one, miss.
What?
But of course, Mr. Smith. I'll do anything you say. Anything. Didn't I let you in when you asked? Didn't I keep your secret?
Yes, I suppose you did. And I'm sorry about bleeding on your carpet. At least it'll blend in with the old stain. What is that anyway?
Oh, it is only strawberry jam.
I'm sure I don't want to know, Yvette.
Probably not, Dr. Smith. Now, let's go to your place.
Did he strain himself lifting the desk so hard that he started bleeding?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Out of his eyes or something?